Well, hello, Young and the Restless Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Thursday, December the 1st. Thursday, December the 1st, 2022. Ah, you know what I fast forward did a whole lot of Jack and Diane. Jack, Diane, and Kyle. Fast forward, okay? But I did see enough that Jack couldn't run out of his office when Diane was walking past, and she made sure she was walking past with a concerned look on her face. But I'm going past your big window, Jack. I'm going past, right? He comes up, Diane. Oh, listen. I just wanted to tell you, I told Ashley to back off again, and I told her that she was gonna have to deal with me if she wanted to keep messing with you, right? And she goes, oh, thank you for standing up for me, Jack. But I don't want to be a source of contention between you and your sister. No, Jack. Oh, no. She is out of line. And then Diane says, but look, Nikki and Phyllis, they're in on it too. She is the most masterful manipulator on the planet. I tell you, when she told those women, the three of you are no match for me, she was right. She was right. Except, look, Phyllis came in at the end of the show with a okey doke punch, but it's a dangerous one. Ooh, anyway, so now she immediately reaches for him and gives him the tightest hug that you could give a person, right? And he's hugging her right back, and she's like, oh, like, I just love you, Jack, right? So Kyle walks up. Kyle walks up and he goes, what's going on here? Oh, and they both step apart. Oh. So then we got to fill Kyle in. Diane fills Kyle in on her version of the story. Definitely Ashley, Phyllis, Nikki, they are threatening to do X, Y, and Z. And we have to, oh my goodness, throughout the whole show was their conversation. And I was done with it. I was through with it, right? So we get with Sharon talking to Adam and pretty much telling Adam the truth. You know, bottom line, what I'm sensing from you is this is becoming a competition between you towards Billy on who can be there or who should be there for Chelsea when you both should be there for Chelsea. You know, you both have different things that you offer Chelsea. So don't make it a competition, Adam. Although I didn't really hear Sharon tell Billy that. Because see, Billy talks about what a detriment Adam is every chance he gets when no, they share a child together. And Adam is there for Chelsea. But it's a completely different relationship, and Chelsea understands Adam. So anyway, Billy, no, I'm sorry, Adam goes up, but in the meantime, we have poor little Connor. Connor got home from school and he had a bummed out look on his face, and she goes, Connor, or it's either Adam Connor Newman or is it Connor Adam New? I think it's Connor Adam Newman. And she goes, come right here now. I see something is happening. Nothing. No, sit down. She was there. She hasn't shown this level of mothering skills in months because Chelsea has been a good mother to Connor. She really has, right? And now she's getting her mama mojo back. And he says, I got in a fight at school. And she goes, wait, why? You know? Said me and Johnny were talking away from others privately, but somehow this guy heard us talking about you and he jumped out, from wherever he was hiding or listening from, called Chelsea all sorts of names. And Chelsea was like, oh, well, okay, did you punch him in the mouth? Did you deck him really good? Thank you, son, for standing up for your mama, because look, that is a part of the job description, Connor. People say ugly things about me, shut them down. She didn't say, look, I would have said that. She did not say that. Oh my goodness, I just had to do that. No, she told him that, using your fist is not the answer, right? Resorting to violence is not the answer. People are going to say hurtful things about me. And she goes, normally bullies, usually they want to make people feel as bad as they feel. There's probably something going on in his house that's making him feel bad. So he wants other people to, which was so true. That is 100% excellent advice she gave him. And he goes, but it made me feel bad. See, because in my mind, I'm thinking, and your brother Johnny was there? Johnny didn't mop him up? Unless the boy was Connor's age. Okay, then you know what? Age appropriate. My little brother swung into action. My little brother Newman took care of that. So the big brother, all he had to do was sit back and look and make sure none of the bully's friends jumped in, because it's like, you jump in, I got you, right? You jump in, I got you over there, because that's my little brother taking care of business. So anyway, she says, if someone makes you feel bad like that, you come to me, you call me, you talk to me. Or you've got the counselors at school, you've got your teachers, so she was giving him options and alternatives. And in my mind, I'm thinking, see, this is almost the conversation that Lily had with you, with the options on people that you can call when you're feeling bad. You got Chloe, you got all kind of stuff, right? So anyway, Adam finishes talking to Sharon. He heads up there, he knocks on the door. Chelsea's Adam. So she lets him in, and she kind of looks at her. She goes, no more secrets, no secrets. So come in, and Adam's like, hey, Connor, I didn't know you were out of school. Well, I guess Connor got sent home, right? Although what school sends a child home early without calling the parent? Yeah. Or maybe it was after school. Adam just could have lost track of time, because he goes, I didn't realize school was out so soon. So anyway, Chelsea fills him in as to what happened. And Adam was like, they said, what? Adam reacted like a typical father, although he held his tongue until Chelsea told Connor, you know what, Connor, I'm sure you've got homework to do. Let's go ahead and get your homework done. And Connor goes, you both want to talk about me when I'm out the room, right? And she goes, yes, you're right. Now go get your backpack, go do your homework, my genius son, or my smart son, or whatever she said. So he goes, okay. Adam is like, okay, we got to pull him out of that school, or at least that boy needs to be suspended. And so Chelsea had to talk Adam off the roof, because in reality, Adam, what you mean that boy needs to be suspended? Did you look at your son? Your son doesn't have a scratch on him or a bruise. Now, I'll bet you the other boy has a black eye, bruises, everything else. Connor may have kicked him while he was down. Because remember, Connor has anger issues. Sharon had to work with him as his therapist to start working Connor out of those anger issues. Connor will throw down, right? So Chelsea's like, no, Adam, we're going to have to set the example, and we're going to have to teach him how to handle situations like this. Pulling him out is not the answer. Resorting to violence is not the answer. we got to teach him, equip him. So, I mean, Chelsea did. I'm thinking, my goodness, girl, I am so proud of you. The way you handled that situation. Ah. So anyway, we've got Lily and Billy going into, before I go to them, Ashley and Nikki go back and forth, back and forth. Nikki informs her about Talia, how she just gave up, and Ashley tells her that Tucker is no longer on their side either. And then she told him, oh, and Jack is definitely against us. And so they're kind of, Ashley was more on the listen, but we have to be careful with this Jeremy Stark situation. We don't know how dangerous this man is. And if we bring him to town, yeah, because Nikki goes, but that'll be enough to scare Diane off. And she goes, no, Diane is amassing an army around her of my family. So that's going to put Jack and Kyle, Summer, even little hair, that'll put our family in jeopardy. So we need to stop and we need to rethink what is happening here, right? And so Nikki's like, you know what? She goes, look, let's give Victor's people the information. Let's give Victor and Jack, let's let them protect the family. I don't think we should, we should do anything that's going to bring a dangerous man that we know nothing about into our lives, into our town. So we have, okay, Lily and Billy walking into society. And again, Billy, okay, so tell me exactly what Chelsea said to you and what you said to her. And I'm saying in my mind, she just told you that at Crimson Lights. What do you mean? Tell me again exactly. My whole thing was, well, you're not listening? Because Billy's like, I know you were up there a long time, so I know more had to have happened. Well, yeah, Billy, more did happen. Chelsea decided, Lily, would you like a sandwich? Chelsea did you know she makes the best grilled cheese in town? The best grilled cheese, Billy. And then Chelsea decided she needed to use the restroom for a while. She was there for a while. You can only guess what she was doing. But, and then I asked Chelsea, hey, Chelsea, can I help you dust around here? Because you already took care of sorting her laundry. She told me that. So since you helped her sort her laundry or offered to, I decided, let me help you dust around here, Chelsea. That's what took so long, Billy. So that didn't happen. So anyway, you can tell I'm in one of those moods. To me, the show didn't have enough meat in it for me to really stay focused on task with it. So she just repeated what she said at Crimson Lights to Billy. And she goes, let's, I'm hungry. Let's go sit down. You know what? I got to make a quick call. And she looked at him. She said, again? Because he must have told her he called right after he walked out of Crimson Light, right? She goes, you're calling her again, Billy? No, she didn't pick up before. I just need to make sure that she's okay. I just need to. And Lily just looked at him like, oh my God. She goes, maybe she wants some space, Billy. So when he goes, no, but I just have to check. You go on in. So she walks in and she sees Phyllis. She sees Daniel. She sees Summer, So it's like a family reunion, except when Phyllis and Daniel, when Lily and Daniel were married, Summer wasn't even born. But anyway, she goes and sits down and Lily clicks right on in. And Chelsea sees Billy calling. She was going to answer this time, but that's when Connor walked through the door. So she's like, oh, forget this. I got to take care of I got to handle my son. He ain't looking happy, right? So now Billy's even more worried, and rightfully so, because Chelsea should have texted him. After the first call that she chose not to answer, she should have said, Hey, Billy, getting ready to take a nap. I'm fine. And that would have eased his mind. Because at this point, the non-communication is worrying him. And it will worry me too. I'm going to be honest. Even though Billy is going overboard, the non-communication would worry me. And then when she didn't answer the second time, she should have said, hey, Connor just walked through the door. Everything is fine, Billy. Right? But she didn't. So they're all talking, having a good time. And if Phyllis is just straight out, how's my hotel running, Lily? She goes, well, it's fine, but we haven't really decided how we're going to, really expand upon it. Because that was my thing. Who's running the Grand Phoenix? And then she goes, Daniel says, somehow she says, but Daniel's going to be coming aboard. We're excited about that. And so Summer's like, yeah, but he won't tell us what it is. He goes, not yet. He goes, tell us. You could give us a hint. What field is it in? And Phyllis is like, okay, but with all the turmoil at Chancellor Winters, I don't know if is that a good place for Daniel? Can you all facilitate? And Lily's like, well, what do you mean? Well, I happen to know Nate left, and I know Billy stepped away or stepping away. So seems like there's quite a bit of upheaval there. And she goes, no, we're handling everything just fine, and Daniel will be a welcome addition. So Billy walks in. Hey, what's going on here? And so he takes the seat between Summer and Lily. And he's like, what did I miss? And so then somehow it came up again. Oh, well, we were just talking about Daniel's going to be joining Chancellor Winters, and we're trying to find out what. And he goes, really? He goes, I didn't know that. And he goes, looked at Lily. I think his hands may have been crossed. I don't remember. You didn't tell me about that. And so she goes, well, that's because you've been preoccupied and busy. And Daniel is just checking out their interaction. Camera's panned to Daniel's face, and he's like, so there's something going on here. Right? And so Billy goes, so what is this project that you're bringing to Chancellor Winters, Daniel? And Phyllis goes, no, whoa. You're no longer a part of the company, so you don't need to know. And Lily just looked. She goes, no, we're not ready to announce it yet. And so Phyllis and Summer have to get back to work. So they're leaving, and it just leaves Billy, Lily, and Daniel. Lily gets a work phone call. Says, sorry, guys, look, I got to go handle this call real quick. So she goes over to the side, and Billy's looking at Daniel. Daniel's looking at Billy, and I forget who speaks first. It may have been Daniel, because Daniel was definitely throwing a little shade at Billy, saying, or he said, so you want to tell me about the project? And he goes, no. And he goes, but a lot of things have no. Daniel looked at Billy and he says, a lot of things have changed since I've left Genoa City, but you're not one of them. And he goes, well, I don't know. Is that an insult? What's that supposed to mean? He goes, you're the same. He goes, you don't stay at one place long enough. You're always looking for the next thing. And he goes, you're the same. Because as a matter of fact, I was surprised to hear that you and Lily got together after the Kane situation. I would have thought, he said, I would have thought that Lily would have gone for someone that's reliable and dependable. I never thought she would go for you, or would have gone for you. And Billy's looking at Daniel like, wait, what? He goes, well, he says, who Lily went for or what Lily feels is none of your business. And he goes, well, one thing I could tell, She doesn't look happy. Like in your face. My ex-wife is not looking happy. I noticed that. You know, so Billy is just like, right? And Lily comes back, hey guys, what did I miss? And they both just look up. Billy looks up and Daniel's like, yeah, you didn't miss nothing, not too much anything, sister girl. Because he knows. I'm telling you, Daniel wants to bust up Lily and Billy. Even though it's already happening, he sees it. He wants to put a bigger wedge in. Absolutely. Go for it, Daniel. Go for it. Right? So then we have Phyllis coming into the Abbott, because I thought Phyllis had to go to work, but I guess Summer's the only one that went back to work. Phyllis goes over to Ashley's house and I did it. I did it. You can thank me. Thank me. And they're like, what's going on? I just spoke with Jeremy Stark, anonymously, of course. And I told him that Diane was the one who worked with the feds to got him sent away. And I told him where she is. And they're like, oh my God, because they both have pretty much decided how dangerous it's going to be. And Phyllis is like, you can thank me. I got the job done. And they're like, oh my God. See, and what's so bad is Phyllis doesn't know that puts her own daughter in danger too. I mean, that was a bad move on her part. Bad move, right? So needless to say, we have Kyle. Summer shows back up at work. Kyle comes out and he's telling her, well, listen, my mom just told me blah, 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 and this, that, and the other. Now, she didn't know nothing about it, Jeremy Stark. And she goes, well, wait a minute. What? Why am I just now finding out? Well, yeah, I didn't tell you because, she didn't want me to, whatever he says. And he goes, but I'm telling you now. So, because this is what Phyllis and Nikki and Ashley are doing, it has to stop, Summer, and it has to stop now. And she goes, well, for one thing, what your mother just told you, you don't know if that's 100% fact. You don't know that, Kyle. We know enough, and we know enough that you have to make sure that this, I mean, the way he was talking to her and she's looking at him, because your mother and they want to bring him, a dangerous man, to town. And she's looking like, wait, she goes, we don't know if that's true. And so he goes, it's verified. It's true enough, right? So Summer's like, shh. So I could tell today, for one, she does not want a dangerous man coming to town. She knew who would. I mean, come on, that could put Kyle in the crosshairs, her in the crosshairs, Harrison in the crosshairs, right? And so that's going to be a straw that breaks the camel's back with her mother when Summer finds out that Phyllis did bring Jeremy Stark to town. But Summer is already like, all of this trouble is because of your mother. Oh, this is yet something else your mother hadn't told you. Now she's Summer is like too through with Diane, but she's going to even be more upset and disappointed with her own mother with what Phyllis did. So that's going to be very, very interesting how they roll that out, right? So let's go to Comment Corner. LaShunta says, Diane says her family a lot. She thinks she's won. I am so sick of Adam. Oh my God. See, I knew what OMG meant. You guys are proud of me? I knew OMG. SMH and OMG got that. Right? And I just learned when somebody's texting me and they say GM. It's like GM. My daughter had to tell me, my adult daughter, she's 32. Good morning, Mom. It means good morning. Oh my God. So anyway, Carrie Joe says, I think Billy is tormented over seeing Chelsea getting ready to jump off that rooftop. You know what? That might be, right? I would feel scared for her too. I think he's torn apart. He realizes I mean, he's really not that bad of a guy. No, Billy is not that bad of a guy. But sometimes his actions, see, he's still using his hatred for Adam to interself and put himself as a blocker if he could. Because trust me, had Billy come over when Chelsea was talking to Connor, for one thing, Chelsea would not have brought Billy into that personal conversation. But if Adam would have showed up after, Billy would have said, look, we're talking, Chelsea and I are talking to Connor. See, Billy would have done that. And Chelsea would have had to say, wait, no. We need to talk to his dad, right? So LaShunta says he isn't. Billy has been through dark times and he's helping her. I don't see the problem. Carrie Jo says, Adam will never change. I can't stand that guy. He's just playing games and doesn't want her talking about Sally, but doesn't want her to be with Nick or anyone else. LaShunta also says, Adam, please stop. I'm not liking Lily right now. Vicky is mad at Nick for telling Nate the truth. Yep. Lily was wrong to throw Chelsea hints. I don't know. You know, Lily handled it delicately. She really did, and respectfully. Because bottom line, Chelsea is in a delicate state, but that doesn't mean she should be lied to. That doesn't mean Lily should make her feel like, here, take my man. Use him. Anytime for as long, it doesn't matter. No, it's not. It's not. Lily was reminding her of what Chelsea told Connor. There's a whole network of people you can go to. Not just Billy. She didn't say don't go to Billy, right? So if she was really jealous, she could have said, yeah, it's caused a strain in our relationship. I wish you would kind of distance yourself from him. She didn't say any of that. So, you know, Lily sometimes is not my favorite person because she refuses to see the wrong in anything, especially Nate. She was blind as a bat where Nate was concerned. But she is pretty quick to tell Billy now all his faults, right? And then it says, that's the reason why Chelsea didn't pick up the phone. Vicky was nonchalant with Billy, and they've always been close. I know. Elena is so dumb. Nate just stood you up. Devon did a lot for Elena. How is Vicky going to feel about Elena because she wants Nate for herself? Oh, Vicky's going to create situations. Like Nate may mention, I invited Elena to come along, or Elena's coming, there's no problem. And Vicky will make it a problem. She's going to either have Nate disinvite her, or Vicky has a way of, remember when Lily and Billy were first getting together? This is before Ashlyn Locke even came into the picture. They were over ChansCom. Victoria tried to get in the middle of that relationship, budding like there was no tomorrow. She would just show up. Hey, Billy, I'm just here to remind you, remember, you got to pick up the kids from school today. Oh, hi, Lily. So anyway, but you know what? I was thinking, could you bring them back to our house? We haven't done a family game night in a long time. Oh, Victoria was a hot mess, and then Sherry says, what if Abby's baby belongs to Chance? Oh, that's what's going to happen. Now that is a soap opera twist. I do believe Abby's going to get pregnant, and watch, it is going to probably be Chance's baby. I hope Nate runs the company to the ground, Monique says. Medora says Billy needs therapy because he can't focus on his own life. Great, he's helping Chelsea, but it's almost a distraction from his life. Yes, Billy does need some counseling. Sometimes with real traumatic situations like that, all parties involved need to get their own mental health in check, really. Seriously. Now, Billy would probably want couples therapy. Me and Chelsea, let's go. no, Billy, you need to work on yourself, right? And then Kiki says, great review. Billy needs to learn healthy boundaries. I know. He becomes obsessive and overcompensates. Okay with Chelsea uh, and Billy's friends and her leaning on him. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Kiki's okay with that. In Chelsea's situation, her friends and family are going to have to put in more effort. Yeah. Well, now that she has this place and Connor is probably going to be staying there more than not, Adam is going to be there a lot more, especially since Sally hasn't taken him back. Because, oh my goodness, if Sally were to take him back, they wouldn't be able to tear themselves out of the bed for about a week until he's no longer interested in Sally. That's how Adam Newman rolls. And I don't care how much Sally is protesting everybody, she loves those two brothers fighting over her. She is eating it up like you would not believe. So anyway, that's all that happened on Young and the Restless today. I will be back with Friday's episode tomorrow.